Dear learner, kindly fill your feedback form. Yes, yes. The ones who have not filled the feedback form can do it now. I have pasted the link yet again get in the chat box. It's great to see so many learners joining us today. And as we start with the session, and before I move ahead, it is an honor to acknowledge the distinguished leadership that guides and strengthens every initiative at the Center for History and Honor Education. We take great pride in recognizing the distinguished leadership of Honorable Chancellor and Member of Parliament, Dr. Ashok Kumar Mittal, lovely Professional University, worthy Pro-Chancellor, Colonel Dr. Rashmi Mittal, lovely Professional University, respected Vice Chancellor Dr. Jaspal Singh Sandhi, lovely Professional University, respected Director Dr. Professor Prakash Singh, Center for Distance and Online Education, respected Head of the Wing, Ms. Ginny Nijavan, Center for Distance and Online Education, and respected Head of the Division, Mr. Manish, Center for Distance and Online Education. Though they may not be present here today with us in this session, there is a continuous support and guidance and belief in equality of education that inspire every initiative we bring forth under the banner of CDOE, that is Center for Distance and Online Education. I believe you all are set with a virtual round of applause for our guest speaker. And today's masterclass, it revolves around a powerful theme, that is how programming has evolved from traditional logic-driven structures to intelligent adaptive systems powered by AI. Whether you are a learner, a tech enthusiast, a developer, or someone fascinated by artificial intelligence, today's session is tailored to give you clarity, direction, and real-world insight. It is now my privilege to introduce our distinguished resource person for the day, Dr. Chirag Sharma, Associate Professor and Head of the Department at lovely Professional University. Dr. Sharma is an educator, researcher, and YouTuber with a PhD in computer science and engineering. His work spans across machine learning, image processing, and interdisciplinary innovation. He has guided PhD scholars, published influential research, and led several hackathons and tech-driven events that encourages students to merge creativity with computation. And as a content creator, he inspires thousands through his education and motivation videos, helping learners explore technology with curiosity and purpose. Today, he brings to us a wealth of knowledge and insights that can reshape how we perceive programming in the era of intelligent automation. So it is an honor to have you with us. We now invite you to lead us through the transformative masterclass on From Logic to Intelligence, Programming in the Age of Artificial Intelligence. The screen is all yours, sir.
Thank you very, very much. Thank you so much for the introduction, and I would like to thank the people who have basically made it possible for me to speak on such an important topic right now. Would like to thank lovely School of Distance Education Online, LPO Online also, for giving me this platform, and thank you very, very much. So firstly, a warm welcome to all the participants who are basically spending their time. I hope their time gets utilized and in a very positive way. So we are in a master class, and since we are talking about the power of programming, the power of logics, and the importance of intelligence. So one of the important things that we all need to understand that it's very important that we should imply the logics, but it's very important for us to apply artificial intelligence in our daily requirements as well. So hopefully this session will be fruitful to all of you. So I'm just sharing my screen, and then I would be speaking on this particular topic. Just let me just share my screen for all of you. Hopefully the screen is visible to all of you. Everyone.
Visible.
Is it visible? Can anyone confirm?
Yes, yes, visible.
Okay, great. So here we are presenting with the masterclass. Let me introduce myself to you. My name is Dr. Chirag. I am an associate professor with 13 years of teaching experience. I'm head of department in School of Computer Science and Engineering. I've coordinated more than 250 events and published lots of research articles on the topic of image processing. So I'm a Oracle Java certified, and then certifications in C, C++, Java also. So the important point for everyone to understand is that how the power of logics that basically implying the whole part. So the essence our master class is from logic to intelligence programming in the age of AI. Artificial intelligence is getting a lot of popularity these days. So technically, we'll talk about how we are going to form the logics, how logic building is done, and after that we'll basically focus on how artificial intelligence is playing a key role in software development or redefining various aspects of computer science and engineering. So, what will be the learning outcomes in this workshop? Firstly, we'll be trying to enhance our ability to build logic for problem solving. Like when I talk about creating the logic, so there it can be done in various ways, but we need to basically understand the concept of logic building. Logic building means creating the logics to solve a particular problem. So, how importance of logic building is important because firstly, we should know how to think. How to think means if I'm solving a particular problem, I should know how to solve a particular problem. Then the third part is how artificial intelligence is transforming. It is actually transforming the traditional programming. So we have traditional programming. We have various programming languages like C language, C++, Java, Python. So how artificial intelligence is helping software developers to basically transform in a nice way. And the fourth, we'll be basically doing some live exercises. So I've planned some different exercises for all of you to basically build logic. So we'll be using automata programming, where we'll be creating the abstract devices, and we are going to solve a problem. So it means we'll try to think how to solve a particular problem. Then important information is we need to understand the importance of AI tools. Artificial intelligence tools are very, very important right now. We should know what right AI tool is for all of us. Obviously, many good companies have developed their own AI tools, and every AI tool is having its own importance. So that's what we will be discussing. So firstly, I'll talk about the contents that we are basically going to do. One first important content is that we'll be introducing the programming and some logic building part. Then I will be discussing some object-oriented programming. Object-oriented programming in the form of, let's say, we will take a language of C++. We'll also calculate the power of coding and calculating the time complexity. So there's a very important thing that when you particularly code, how much time it takes to solve a particular code. So time is important, right? Then I'll be introducing the concept of artificial intelligence. some prompt engineering concepts. Right prompt is required for any AI tool to work properly. And then some AI tools, which I will try to discuss, or some AI tool extensions in some certain coding platforms. I will be discussing that. Now, the main perspective in this workshop we all need to understand is why we are learning logic building. The point is that if I say that everything is to be done by the machines, machines are evolved by us. So logic building is as important as it can be. Fundamentals, you can't forget those fundamentals, right? So what do we do with it, and what will be the training outcome? The training outcome is that I'll leave the whole space for all of you, that how you are going to create logic and how you are going to use AI to solve the problems. So that's what my main target would be. Now, why programming languages are important? Because when I talk about various programming languages like C language, C++, we have Python, we have Java, they basically control the behavior of machine, right? So we have various uh, you know, various programmers. What they are doing, they are basically trying to solve a particular problem by providing the solutions. Various things we can actually evolve, various, whether we are going to create some gaming applications, Android development. So you have various apps. You are all programmers, right? So you have various different applications that you are using. Even I'm using this Zoom platform. It's something is programmed accordingly. So real-time involvement in any machines also. So we have C++. This is actually a powerful language. So normally C++ supports the concept of object-oriented programming. What is an object? Guys, you all are objects. You all are objects. Means if you are a student, you are an object. It means you are a real-time entity. Means you have your own properties, your name, your registration number, your phone number, your WhatsApp number. These are all properties. This is known as data members. These are all properties or data properties, and these are known as data members. And you all have to study. So that is a function. So when I combine study with your properties of name, registration number, phone number, the entire thing becomes a class, and that is a class of a student. I am a faculty over here. I have hopefully uh, Hopefully my voice is audible to all. Right. So I'm just sharing my screen again. जितना फोन नहीं आएगा तब तक चलता रहेगा. Okay. Hopefully my voice is audible. Right. So we talk about the object-oriented programming languages. So there is one important programming language we have with C++. So then there were some limitations which were there in C++, which were basically taken care by any other programming language that is named as Java. Now, Java was actually developed in 1993 by James Gosling. However, it has also provided some object-oriented features. So when I talk about object-oriented features are always related with the objects. Objects are your real-time entities. Real-time entities basically have real-time properties. So if I'm talking about I'm creating a class, so I'm technically creating a data type. So we have predefined data types like integer, float, character. But when we talk about creating a class, so creating a class means creating a user-defined data type, and object is actually the variable of class. It means the data type of an object is known as class name. So if I'm talking about student, class student, so student becomes a user-defined data type, and any object that I create would be the object of that particular class. So let me just write that for all of you. Just a minute. I'm sharing the screen again. So I'm sharing my screen again. So here is this particular thing which I wanted to tell you, that if I'm creating a particular variable, I'm writing class student. So guys, when I write this particular thing, I'm writing in C++ language. So what is this? This class student is actually a user-defined data type. If I'm declaring a variable that I have a registration number which is of integer data type, right? Int data type, I'm writing a registration number. I'm writing int a roll number. I'm writing float, PGPA. So these are the variables of these are data members. These are data members. These are properties. These are the properties of student. So let's suppose I say that student is basically going to study. So technically, I want to basically access these data members, registration number, roll number, CGPA. So I will access them with the help of a function, and the function I can write it as void study. So technically, what I will do is I will take the inputs of registration number, take the inputs of roll number as well as CGPA, and I will access it. So technically, this is known as a member function, and these are known as data members. And data members and member functions, when combined together, they are encapsulated in the form of a class named student. And guys, just see, your registration number is of integer data type. Your roll number again is of integer data type, but CGPA is float data type. These are predefined members in a particular class. Predefined means these are defined automatically. These are already defined in the library. However, when I'm writing student, so student is created by us. So hence it is known as user defined data type. And if I create an object of student, like say if I'm just writing in the main, I'm just going to write the members of, I'm writing student followed by obj. So now the point is that now I'm writing student obj. So guys, this is known as object of data type which we are creating. So hence, this is something which I wanted to tell. That is why object-oriented languages are there, because they deal with the real life values. So and Java, C++, and Python are gaining a lot of popularity these days. So these are list of programming languages like C language, C++, Python, Java, Ruby language. These are all the user object-oriented programming languages, right? So we have object-oriented programming languages with classes, objects. So we have polymorphism also as one of the concepts. Like it is that kind of a concept where we have poly means many, morphous means forms. We have many forms for a particular variable. So we have inheritance. Inheritance means, what is inheritance? I'm going to inherit from one place to another place. Abstraction. Abstraction means that we are basically going to in to hide the data. When I talk about inheritance, inheritance means we are inheriting the, let's say, features from our parents, but we are having our own features, right? So we are the class, we are the derived class which are inheriting the parents from our features from our parents. We are having our own properties, so that is known as inheritance. Abstraction is something which is known as data hiding. Data hiding means we are going to hide the data, and you have a car, right? You see what is there is visible in the car, but again, what is to be hidden? So something is already hidden. All the properties which our car is contained is not displayed properly, right? So that is hidden. So that is also a property that is owned in C++. And then we have file handling. We are storing everything in the files. So that is something which is real. So I'm talking about the object. So this is a real life entity like student. So again, data type is known as class name. So student, whatever is that student that we are creating, that is class name. Then normal variables who have normal variables are having the data type like registration, roll number, CGPA. They are having integer, and float, right? So again, we whenever we are declaring an object, we are writing student followed by object, the memory gets allocated. So that's how your programming goes. That's how normal programming languages work. They work like this. So I'm summing it with structures and classes. These are all user defined data types. It is a collection of different types of data, obviously. Registration number, roll number, and CGPA. Registration roll number may be in integer, but CGPA was float. So it's a different type of data. So we have structures or classes. So classes by default are private because for any good object-oriented programming languages, the by default access is private. We don't want to show everything to the end user how we are creating the things. So we need our code to be hidden also, right? So when I talk about inheritance is like we are using from one class to another class. I don't want to write the same features again and again, right? There are some features which are repeated, so there are some features which are not repeated, but however, I want to use from one class to another class. So we have a class which is known as animal, right? It is eating, it is sleeping. Again, we are having another class dog, right? So again, there's also another kind of a feature that we are having, right? So we have dog which is having its own features, right? So it is basically inheriting from animal. So the eat, sleep features are inherited to the dog. We don't have to write everything again and again. If something can be reused, that is what inheritance is all about, right? Then we are having types of inheritance. We have multiple, we have single, we have hybrid. So these are the kinds of inheritance we have. We are having this particular properties. Then uh, we have inheritance. Inheritance we have discussed. We have inheritance in real life there are many types of inheritance we have. So real life examples like class, vehicle, we have bus. Again, it is a derived class which is inheriting from class vehicle, right? So we have class car, again driving from class vehicle, class truck, again from class vehicle. When I talk about polymorphism means many forms. A person, let's say, is a customer in a person. I'm talking about a person. In shopping mall, we behave like a customer. In bus, we behave like a passenger. In school, we behave like a student. At home, we behave like son or daughter. So technically, one person is having many various forms, right? So that's what polymorphism is. We have a concept of function overloading. Function overloading means you have a same function name and different arguments. Their function can be different. So we have functions with area, and area function can be obtained by rectangle as well as circle. For rectangle, the coding would be length multiplied by breadth. For a circle, it will be pi r square. So again, the function name can be the same, but behavior can be different. That's what polymorphism is all about, right? So I'm moving faster. So we are having abstraction. Abstraction C. Just see over here as a type of an abstraction. We have a car. The car is having its own features, right? Right. But I cannot know what actual the class is containing. So that is known as abstraction. It means I have hidden my data. I don't want to show if I'm developing a very good app. I don't want to show anything to the other people how I've developed it. So I need to hide it. So that is what abstraction is all about, right? So we have data hiding, abstract classes can be created. We are focusing on interfaces. So guys, when I talk about the placement purpose, programming languages are very important. We should know how we can program. We can discuss how we can basically code. But the important point is data structures is the clarity regarding the data structures should be there. So you can create account in HackerRank. You can solve multiple problems, but you should know the basics. The basics should be very important. But when you're applying for government jobs, so again, it depends upon the requirements. But we do have, if anybody is skilled, they can apply for junior engineers or trainings also. That's again up to you. So when I talk now, I'm coming to the entire workshop flow. The entire workshop flow says when I talk about logics. So it's very important for us to say that logic in daily life is very important, but it's actually playing a very vital role in helping us to give us informed decisions, right? There is logic for everything. Let's say if I'm delivering this workshop, so there is a logic behind that I have my own flow which I want to deliver. So again, that I would deliver as per my content says. So if I'm talking about uh, logics, so there is a reason why the thing happens. I have to basically use my mind, use my thinking level to solve it, right? So if I'm saying, is my number even or odd? So there is a reason behind it. That there will be a logic behind to solve this particular problem. Is a number positive, negative, or zero? So we know, if I want to solve this particular problem, I know if my numbers are more than zero, so they are positive. If it is zero, it is zero, and if they are less than zero number, or they are in negative values, these are again negative numbers. If I want to know what if any number which is a small number from 1 to 10, so I know if my number goes with 1, so it is a smaller number. So logic is playing a lot of importance in these days. I need to just set the particular tone. So when I talk about logic building, so it is deductive reasoning, inductive reasoning. So when I talk about deductive reasoning, so I will be drawing some conclusions out of it. Inductive reasoning, it will be I'm making my own generalized decisions. Abductive reasoning can be inferring from best possible experience. And critical thinking analyze the facts to form a particular judgment. So critical thinking means I need to analyze what is there in my surroundings, and then I will be trying my own to form a particular decision. So inferring abductive reasoning is inferring from the best possible example from incomplete information. So, but eventually I need to go with the best possible explanation, right? So again, let me tell you, 90% of the programs are using logics, right? A straggling 90% of the software programs rely on logical principles to make sure the function behaves properly. The highlights or critical role of logic in programming and software development. Again, the logic plays an important role, as I said, 90%. So if I'm using artificial intelligence in solving a particular problem, so there is a logic behind using that. So again, don't worry, the logics are, again, they are very, very important, right? So I'm just taking 1 minute off, right? So I would ask if anybody is having any sort of issue. So moderator can let me answer those queries. After that, we'll flow with the logic building, and then we'll be going with artificial intelligence. Anybody is having any sort of questions, so you can involve the people with the chat, and they can ask the questions. Any moderator? Okay, so we have Hardik. Hardik, I'm answering your question. C++ is an object-oriented programming, but C++ include pointers. But Java does not have pointers. Java is more dependent. Is it so? Absolutely right. Java, why Java does not have pointers? Guys, you can always ask me questions here. So that would be meaningful discussions to all, right? So when I talk about Java as a programming language, yes, it is way better than C++ because C++ does have the concept of pointers that do have problem. Why? Let me tell you. When I talk about when I talk about C++, so we have this concept of pointers, dangling pointers and wild pointers. Let's say if I declare a variable, so I'm writing in chat box, I'm writing int star p. So I have declared the particular variable, but I have not given it any address as such. So if I have not given it any address, so it means it is a wild pointer. It can point to anyone else, anything else, right? So I have allocated a memory to a pointer variable. However, that pointer variable is not doing anything. So hence, I this is a disadvantage. If I'm talking about dangling pointer, it means a pointer some point to locations which are already deallocated. And if you are pointing to something, let's say you know my location, you point to that particular location, right? So you are a particular pointer and you are pointing to a location. Let's say you know my location, but my location gets changed somehow, and you point to a particular location which is already deallocated. So you are a dangling pointer. So you are pointing to a location which is deleted. So hence, I would say Java has an edge because Java does not use the concept of pointers. It holds the points of references. So, if my Harshita has asked the question, AI को यूज करने के लिए बिगनर को कौन सी प्रोग्रामिंग लैंग्वेज सबसे पहले आनी चाहिए? So you see that's my perception, but I say if you know C++, you will learn Java in no time because C++, most of the concepts are followed in Java. It's just that some technical differences are there. The technical declarations or some like C++ supports the concept of multiple inheritance, which is not supported in Java. So hence, I would say that Java is having an edge, right? So Java syntax will be different, but it's very easy. And if you know C++, you will learn C by default because most of the concepts of C are followed in C++ except for the syntax. So I would request. So is JavaScript different from these languages? Absolutely yes. JavaScript is different from these languages. See, uh, that is also a programming language, but that is a web programming language. I'm talking about web programming language. JavaScript does have some features which are also related with object-oriented programming. But however, the syntax is different. But JavaScript mostly is followed in various applications to create web pages, whether it is used in the form of a framework for Node.js or maybe for React, right? So, which is most important programming language we have to learn at first. So I best way to learn DSA is just learn C++. I would recommend C++ to all of you. Let me uh, give you a book name. Learn from book rather than internet sources. Books have lots of good things to offer, right? So there's a book which is name in the name of the Balaguru Swami. Learn the book of C language. Golang is good. Anubhav, to be very honest, Golang, I have learned that language. and I loved it. However, for a beginner, if any beginner wants to learn any programming language, I would say learn C++. It's easy. It's as easy as it could be. So yes, this is what I wanted to thank you for. सर कोई बिगनर फ्रेंडली उप्स बता दीजिए C++ या जावा दोनों में बना सकें प्रोजेक्ट आइडिया. Yeah, project idea. The project idea, I'll be telling you how you are going to create projects. Okay, so we'll create some projects over here. Don't worry, we have that with us. So shall we start learning how to think? Because I'll go with logic building now. After that, after logic building is bit covered, we'll basically focus on artificial intelligence and how AI tools are actually helping us. Shall we go about that? Okay, so since we have lesser time and we have more time to interact, I will be sharing some of the playlists that we have uploaded. I have uploaded on my channel C++ language. Maybe that would help also. But I'm not going with the entire C++ because that's not the context of it. But I really want you guys to think. So guys, I'm absolutely right. Okay, so. I have answered most of the things over here. So guys, I'm going to share my screen for a bit. Uh, just a minute. Right now is Vishal. I could use this language, Hindi language, but the point is, many people may not be familiar with that language also. Okay, Arshdeep, thank you. How important is this session for program? Okay, students having non-technical, non-programming. I'm 110% sure, Arshdeep, the content which I will be telling you later half, okay, in the later half, that will help you out. I can promise you out. Because the prompt engineering is not for programmers only. As a non-programmer, and you will be satisfied, sir, I have learned something good. See, Python you can learn. We have books like Ibala Guru Swami again, Python. From that book I think you can learn that, right? So just a minute. You'll not be disappointed, Arshdeep. I'm 110% sure with that. Okay, so guys, are you ready to build logics, or are you ready to solve a particular problem? Everyone. Okay, perfect, perfect, perfect. So let me let me share my screen for all of you. I'm sharing my screen. Harshita, yes. That is in my agenda. I'll rather use AI for creating a website and website that is having its own meaning. Okay. Okay. So I'm sharing my screen, guys. Hopefully that is visible. Is my screen visible to all? Anyone? Please, can anyone tell? Is my screen visible to all? Perfect, perfect, perfect. Okay, thank you so much for your response. Then, okay, so here you go. Hopefully the screen is visible to all. Yes. Okay. So guys, just see, I'm creating. I'm basically is having integer as a data type. So it means if this A is having integer as a data type, then what happens? Then what happens? Do you know how programming works? How programming works? Programming works line by line, character by character. Firstly, the program would say that it will firstly encounter I, then it will encounter N, then it will encounter T, then it will encounter space, then it will encounter A, then it will encounter semicolon, then it will be going to the final state. Technically, I drew something. What something I have drawn, that is known as computation. Means when I am basically declaring a simple statement, so there is a reason behind that statement. There is a reason behind that statement. That a reason is computation. Computation means uh, character after character, character after character, there is a computation logic that is coming. So declaring a variable, I cannot write int and without space I'm writing a and I'm putting semicolon. That becomes inta. And inta is not something which is recognized in grammar, right? So the point is, which I wanted to tell, I'm sorry about the handwriting, but you try to understand what I want to say, that when you are talking about English, English language, right? So English language is actually governed by grammar, right? Similarly, your programming language, that is also governed by grammar. So there are some syntaxes which are already used syntaxes like integer, like float. These are already used ones. These are already there in the grammar. So you have to use them properly. So that's what my computation says, that when I declare anything, that anything has a relevance to solve it. So even a simple computation line has its own significance and there is a theory behind it. The theory behind is known as automata, right? So guys, I'll just give you one important, I'll give you one important exercise, right? Uh, one important exercise which I want to tell you all regarding creating the logics, right? We have input symbol, we have an input symbol, and that input symbol is a. I'm writing a as an input symbol, right? So if I've written a as an input symbol, I want the output Output. See, whenever you are going to solve any problem, you have an input and you have an output. You have an input, what you have to take to solve it, and you have an output that you want to get. So I want you to create an output that contains exactly two A's. So can you tell what will be the output? Can anyone tell? If I'm saying I want an output as exactly two A's. Can anyone tell what can be the output? At least two A's and at most two A's. Can anyone tell what are the possible outcomes of these? Exactly two A's. So we have an input symbol which is given as single A. So what output I will get if I want to have exactly two A's? So guys, that's how your logic will build. Can anyone tell? Exactly two A's. Simple. My answer is double A. Two A's. Exactly two A's. I hope this is clear. How exactly two A's worked. Yes or no? When I talk about exactly two A's means दो A's ही होने चाहिए. Means there will be two A's. So two A's are this is an output. Yes, this is what I wanted. Right? Now, Simarjeet, you also tell कि इससे this has nothing to do with programming, but that is all to do with your mind, your logic building things. That exactly two A's तो दो ही होंगे. Can anyone tell what is the possibility of outcome of at least two A's? What are the possible outcomes or outputs for at least two A's? Can anyone tell? What can be the answer? Can anyone tell what will be the answer for at least two A's? See, two A's, at least minimum two A's, maximum can be anything. Minimum two A's, three A's, four A's, 5 A's. So it is something which is unlimited. Means minimum 2 A's are there, maximum 3 A's are there, then 4 A's, then 5 A's, any number of anything, right? Can anyone tell what is the possibility of getting at most 2 A's? What are the possibilities of getting at most 2 A's? Simple, like over here, at most we maximum 2 A's. Minimum can be 1A or minimum can be 0A also. Don't forget 0A's are also 0A's, right? No A's. Then a single A, then double A. No A's, single A and two A's. Guys, just for your mind, just think. Did you think to solve it? Anyone think about it? Did you think how I want to get the output? Everyone, I have a question to you, all of you. Did you think to get these answers? कुछ सोचा कि भाई ये आंसर ऐसे आएंगे? Technically, guys, you did think, because if you have given me the answer, let's say I'll just go with the game. If I'm writing at least two A's, you have got at most two A's, or I will say exactly two A's. So you did think that yes, two A's means two A's are there. At most two A's are there, no A, zero A, one A, and two A's. For at least two A's, you think that minimum two A's are there, maximum can be three, maximum can be four, maximums can be so many answers. So technically, guys, this is what thinking ability and logic building ability is all about. You know, I can create the diagram for them. Just think, I'm going to create a diagram for all of you. Shall I start creating the diagram to basically justify my answers? This is my output. This is my output. And this is my output. And what is your input? These are your inputs. These are your inputs, that these answers must be there. And this is an expected outcome. So I'm going with exactly two A's. Guys, just think. I'm creating a state again. Again, single A is there. The moment I get another A, it means I got my answer. This is one A, this is second A. When I get my answer, this is my final output. So guys, again, tell you one thing, that when I basically got two A's with me, my answer was formed. It means my final state is reached. So I got the what I wanted. So this is my finite machine to solve a problem. Shall we try for at least two A's? Shall we try for at least two A's? Yes or no? Okay, so before we move to the artificial intelligence, I'm just winding this exercise off, right? So I am writing at least two A's. So guys, at least two A's, we got these answers: double A, triple A, four A's, endless. Absolutely right, Anubhav. That will be endless, right? So I don't have the ending to it. So if I don't have an ending to it, it means it's infinite. I will solve that. Whenever we are coding also, there are some things which are infinite, we code it with loops. So that is also going to have a loop. How? Just see. So what is my minimum answer? Minimum answer is saying that it must have two A's. So I'm creating two A's. Just see. One A, Q1, another A, Q2. So guys, just see, I have got single A over here, second A over here. I have got my answer. So that is why I'm putting double circle, because that is my answer. But again, it will have a loop of A. Any number of A's are welcome over here. This is also a kind of an answer. You can take one, two A's from this side. Okay. So loop means any number of A's. You can have 1A, 2A, 3A's, unlimited. But I am getting my answer. If it is unlimited, it means any number of A's you can take. Even 0A, you will have 2 A's over here. If you have single A, then you will have 3 A's. Then if you take one, 2 A's from this loop, you will get 4 A's. So unlimited answers. Clear? At least 2 A's clear? Minimum 2 A's are there. Maximum there can be any number of A's. Right? Guys, last but the most important output, most important logic, but at most two A's. So guys, what do you mean by at most two A's? Can anyone tell? One is no A, one is single A. This is my output. This is my output. Now I want to get my input. So initially, when I talk about 0 A's, 1A, 2A, so when I talk about, just see, 2 A's, 1 A is there, 1 A is there, I get Q2. So guys, this Q2 is taking actually 2 A's over here. Which state has got single A? Can anyone tell? Which state has got a single A? Which state has got a single A? The moment single A is encountered, that state is reached. Answer is Q1. Absolutely. So you have three answers. Three all are correct answers. So two A's are achieved in Q2. 1A is achieved in Q1. And 0A is achieved in Q0. It means if I have three answers, I will have three final states. Final state is not a technically term as final state, it is accepting state, which is accepting the answer. So technically I had three answer, Q naught is accepting 0 A's, but the moment single A is reached, that is gone to Q1 and Q2 is getting 2 A's. There is the logic. The logic is that I thought that I had three answers. If I had three answers, I will have three final states or accepting states. I hope this is clear to all. Anyone who's having any sort of doubt in this, you can ask. You should know, like over here, see, that is all your thinking ability. That you know that you got two A's in a state Q2, you got one A in the state Q1, and you got zero A's in state Q naught. So hence, like, this is how we are going to solve a particular problem. I know my output, I know my input, and I solve it. So that is how I solved. Technically, I didn't go to the theory of automata and everything like that. I just went with how to solve a problem. So I know my inputs are there. Input is A. I have got my input symbols, I got my input states, but I know my output too. The output was 0, 1 and 2. So 2 we got in Q2, 1 we got in Q1, and the 0 we got in Q naught. So all are my answers, right? Shall we move to the next part? Shall we move to the next part? Okay, so guys, hence one of the important things which we discussed was the power of automata, and I did discuss that. So hopefully my screen is visible to all. Hopefully my screen is visible to all. I think so. Okay. So I'm sharing it again. I want to have an input also. Perfect. So I am moving to the next part is okay. So we got the answer. Do you think logic building is enough? भाई logic बनाते रहो, solve होता रहेगा. In this era, we just create the logic and everything will fall into place. And then if you know how to create a logic, yes, you know how to create a system. But do you think it's enough? At this era, in this era, it's not, absolutely not. Because why? Because we have tools like artificial intelligence. Artificial intelligence is something which is a tool that is going to lead this market. So that's why we are all here. We wanted to know about artificial intelligence. We wanted to know about how we are creating the websites. I'm not a programmer, right? I still want to create a website. So how will I create it? Right? So artificial intelligence means making computers things like that they are humans, right? Just the way humans can observe, learn, and make decisions. AI does the same thing, but it uses data. Any data that we give, that feedback, it generates, anything it generates from the data, it is going to form a rule. It will make itself intelligent. So AI is actually a technology that enables the machine to perform the task that is done by humans, but the intelligence that can be put up by putting different datas all together. Let's say right now, I can easily analyze from this particular Zoom meet that who was attentive and who was not. The people who answered me were attentive. The people who did not even listen to me, they were non-attentive. So we can get data out of that also. So it means how many people are listening to me. So that is the power of artificial intelligence. When I talk about artificial intelligence, Google Maps is also one of the prime examples. When you open Google Maps, you put a route. By default, it tries to get you the a route with lesser distance. Yes, it is not 100% correct, but no machine is 100% correct. So we have them issue. We have that issues. When I talk about face unlock, so by default, camera AI detects your face and it unlocks you. Again, a power of AI. We have Chat GPT. We are writing programming language codes using Chat GPT. Again, example of artificial intelligence. The best example I would like to tell you or quote is YouTube recommendations. When you open your YouTube, or let's say if you have logged into your account, by default you see the videos that you have already seen. Or let's say when you open any kind of social media site like Instagram, the moment you see a particular reel, the similar kind of reels get visible to you. Why? Because their artificial intelligence engineers have got your data, and they have got, since they have got your data, now they have time for training the machine that these people like these kind of videos, and hence similar kind of videos are shown to you. That's the power of artificial intelligence, right? So artificial intelligence, there is a subset of artificial intelligence which is also making the machine feel intelligent, and that is known as machine learning. Machine learning is while we are making the machine intelligent, machine learning means that machine learn from data without being directly programmed technically. So whatever is the learning that we get, let's say what is a YouTube recommendation I have got, that this is a video I like, this is a programming channel I like the most. So I will get recommended to other users also, the more users that are using it. Like we have a various good programming language channel, and those are highly recommended to many users. Many users have used them. Many users have seen their videos. Hence, again, that is also machine learning. Machine learning is when a computer learns from past examples. So I learn from the best videos that I'm seeing. So it means that video is played for that many number of minutes, and it means it is played in different countries. Hence, highly recommended video. So again, you are doing shopping from any popular websites, right? Like Amazon, Flipkart. You ordered a particular thing. Similar kind of recommendations are shown to you so that you can buy. Let's say you are buying a particular mobile phone, and similar kind of recommendation of cover of that mobile phone is shown to you. That is the power of artificial intelligence. That is the power of AI as well as ML. It gives lots of data to the computer. Computer finds the patterns and uses those patterns to create the outcomes. I hope machine learning and artificial intelligence things are a bit clear how they work. Like online websites, which I told you, predictive, your phone can learn the type it is putting up. When you are typing a particular thing in your mobile phone, by default recommendations come in your mobile phone that if I'm writing good, by default morning will come or evening will come as per the time. As per the time, if you are using a phone in the evening, the moment you write good, evening will come first. Why? Because machine learned from time. I would say artificial intelligence is something which we are creating. We are creating a tool, and machine learning is a subset of artificial intelligence. Is nothing different but subset. But whatever patterns that we go, those things we are basically think. Okay. So I have some questions, so I'll address that. A question you mentioned about the thing about contents. I understand that these are algorithms that work on recommendation. Can you explain the difference between algorithms and AI? Yes, see, algorithms, Navneet, let me tell you, for algorithms, uh, that is something that are created by step-by-step instructions to solve a particular problem. Right. Artificial intelligence is something that we are basically, we are, let's say we are using a tool in the form of Chat GPT. So again, the data that particular machine has been trained with, that software works accordingly. It works on data. The more data you give, I'll give you a simple example. You're all using, you can all use Chat GPT Go version. You all know about that you can use it for 1 year. Why? Because why Indian people are given that leverage? Because there's a lot of community which is using. So the more you use, the more data is put up to the machine, the more machine is being trained, it will be modeled, and again, the more outcome that you will get. The patterns that we are basically drawing those things with, like all we are doing, what we are doing, right now, what if let's say I get an injury and I put my x-ray in that particular machine, or Chat GPT that kindly analyze what I'm going through. The machine is doing that because why? Because millions of users have used it, and it has drawn some certain patterns, and from certain patterns it has drawn some certain conclusions. So again, machine learning is nothing but a subset for artificial intelligence. And tell you one thing, it's looking very scary, but the people who know how to use AI will be the people who will be hired, rather than the people who know about AI. They don't know how to use AI. Again, artificial intelligence is not going anywhere. It is right now the boom of the industries, right? Any doubts, guys? Any doubts? Any doubts, guys? I am open for the doubts. Okay, so guys, we'll do one activity. I hope you all love movies. मूवीज देखते होंगे, कोई क्राइम, कोई थ्रिलर, एनी मूवी which is any movie which is of your choice, right? Hopefully you see movies. So I've designed a movie recommendation for you. Praveen, I will answer your questions, don't worry. Just let's just do this activity. So activity is movie recommendation engine, right? So I'm having the movies with genres like action, comedy, horror, sci-fi. So we have these movies. So we have movies with horror. Horror is given C, and sci-fi I've forgotten to put up D in that. So now what you have to make a list of 10 movies with different genres. Let's say you make a list for movies with these genres with action, comedy, horror, and sci-fi. So now you have to recommend the movie to each other to basically how those movies, how you are going to learn. Now, guys, just see. For action, I have chosen Avengers, Endgame, and Mission Impossible, right? For comedy, we have chosen Hera Fairy and The Mask. For horror, I've chosen Conjuring, Bhool Bhulaiya. Bhool Bhulaiya technically is not a horror movie, but we have chosen that. Sci-fi, we have used Interstellar, one of the very good ones, and Inception. And for romance, we have chosen Dilwale Dulhaniya Le Jayenge DDLJ, as we all know, and The Notebook, right? So these are movies with different genres. I have mentioned those movies over here, right? Now, I want you to pick three movies. Can anyone pick three movies out of it? Only three movies out of them. Which movies you like? So guys, that's what Netflix recommendation system or YouTube recommendation system does. You can pick any three movies out of it. Can anyone pick any three movies on these three ones? Okay, so we're putting Endgame, Hera Fairy, DDLJ. See, we have put with Endgame, Avengers, Inception, and DDLJ. Right? So we have you are picking it up. So it's good that you are getting involved in this. Now, guys, just see what I will be doing. Okay, so Hera Fairy, Bhool Bhulaiya, and Endgame, perfect, perfect, perfect. Now, I am choosing, I'm basically choosing three movies and I will be putting them in a preference cluster of mine. So for my choice would be Hera Fairy, The Conjuring, and DDLJ. I've chosen that. Did you notice something over here? What I've chosen? I've chosen Hera Fairy, Conjuring, and DDLJ. So it means I basically like the mixture of comedy, horror, and romance, right? So it means I'll try to group them into preference cluster. So this is my preference cluster. Your preference cluster is Hera Fairy, Bhool Bhulaiya, and Endgame. Someone is having Mission Impossible, Hera Fairy, and Interstellar, right? So it means basically you have chosen those movies and AI has basically put up into a different cluster. So we have got into a preference cluster for us. Now, your preference cluster that you have created, it means my preference cluster was comedy, horror, and romance. So it means I enjoy strong humor. I like suspense horror. I also like emotional movies. It means it is a mixed interest profile, which is very common. Everyone over here, everyone over here, right? Just see, everyone over here is having a mixed interest profile. ML is machine learning, right? So everyone is having its own interest profile, mixed interest profile. See, I asked you all and you gave me the data, and everyone is having a mixed interest profile, right? So, what is this thing? It means the users who like Hera Fairy, Conjuring, and DDLJ that I like, I often enjoy iconic comedy movies. I enjoy supernatural thrillers, or I'm enjoying some emotional or romantic movies like DDLJ. So it means we have, I have, there will be a similar pattern that will be made, and that pattern will recommend a movie to me in the form of Bhool Bhulaiya. But why it is recommended? Because it's a mixture of comedy and horror. It can recommend me Three Idiots because it's an angle, it's an emotional movie as well as it has some comic sense, and it will recommend me Veer Zara. Why it will recommend me this? Because I like DDLJ also. So it means again, data is a key of human behavior. It's amazing. Absolutely right. So I didn't ask Veer Zara to come to the recommendation. My recommended movies by the artificial intelligence engine was Bhool Bhulaiya because I liked somewhere horror, right? I got Three Idiots because I liked something which is comedy. I liked Veer Zara because I will be recommended Veer Zara because I like DDLJ. So from that data, it has created its own perception. And again, this is all about data. Everything is all about data. And uh, y- and it's amazing because every now and then we are using it to our own advantage, right? So guys, how did you like this activity that you tried to do it? Again, a cluster was made. A cluster means this repetitive thing that I didn't ask you that you should put like three. You could have chosen three horror movies, right? You chose only that. So a mixed interest profile is very common. Very common means you all proved it right that you were asking like this three movies. I didn't ask you to choose one out of each. I asked you to choose three movies, right? So that's how this whole process works. And because if I go with the depth of AI and ML, बहुत ज़्यादा है. It's amazing. So that's what is all about. So like ML means machine learning. What you just learned, you perform the same steps at machine learning recommendation system does. It takes the input of three movies of yours. It identifies genres and patterns. The patterns and genres it identifies, like comedy, horror, and romance, means mixed interest, right? It finds similarity in the preferences in the data set. So data set, I have given that to it, DDLJ and some other Conjuring, right? So I give that preference, right? So that it means it was stored in the form of data. Now it has become a data set. Now this is a recommend new movies with overlapping patterns. So it means it will search for the movies that is having this kind of a pattern. If it finds that pattern, it recommends you that pattern. That is what Amazon, Netflix, Hotstar recommend you. You search any content in Netflix, you saw that, it will give you recommendations. Like you can watch this, you can watch that. Same applies with Amazon. Netflix engineers are more smarter. They are very smarter. They are finding the patterns very well. With Amazon Prime and Hotstar, they have to work very hard to get that. So, guys, how was this recommendation system? Guys, it's going in YouTube तो बिल्कुल ही it's like entirely filled with recommendations altogether. Earlier it used to give the recommendation of the channel that you are watching. Now because that recommendation doesn't come into play, but it recommends you good ones. So that's how we are dealing with that. So my question to all of you is how AI is transforming the programming. AI is not replacing programming. Let me tell you one thing. It is not replacing any programming language because it is a system that we need to program to make one. So programming languages are not going anywhere. They are having their own importance. It's that how you are using AI in programming that is most important. It is changing how software is built. Earlier it was built with number of people working on a similar code. Some people are given simple routines, different functions they have to make. But now it is changing how software is getting built. It is making the developers develop faster, smarter, more creative content technically. So that's what it is working all on that, right? So we have coding without writing the code. Coding without writing the code is known as actually we are going to use the concept of natural language. So technically natural language, I need to use good English language to basically create the code. So the codes like AI tools like Copilot, Chat GPT, Amazon Code, Whisper can convert a simple English language to a working programming code that we are going to do it. Okay. So if I want to have any kind of code, I want to write my own, I want to display my name 10 times. All I need to do is I need to give a prompt, create a C++ program to print my name 10 times. And my name is Dr. Chirag Sharma. It will print is everything. So I'll tell about Gentic AI, Gentic AI also. Uh, while pursuing this data science course, I'll take those doubts. Can I complete my content and then I can tell you that DeepSeek is very good, but DeepSeek does have a limitation, and and the limitation is the people who have developed that. So again, there are many things which are coming into place. I'm just taking a breather for 1 minute, and then I'll discuss about how we are going to begin with AI. Right? Yeah, ChatGPT is better. Actually, it's very better. OpenAI have created a very good tool. So I'll just take a breather of 1 minute, and then I will take about how AI and how we are preferring what kind of tools we should go. Yeah, Gemini and Perplexity is also doing good. Okay, so just give me a minute. So here we are back again, right? So I'm sharing my screen again. When it is shared, please let me know if it is visible to you. Hopefully the screen is visible. Hopefully the screen is visible. Okay, perfect. So I'm talking about the coding without writing the actual code. So it is entirely based on C++. Let's say if I'm having a particular prompt, I can give the prompt to a particular AI tool, and that tool basically performs a particular task to give you the code back as per the prompt that you have given. So basically, AI auto writes the function for you. It speeds the development. It helps the beginners. It reduces syntax errors, right? Uh, just a minute. Asdeep, I haven't used them. Heard a lot of things about them. So I think for me, ChatGPT is doing everything. So I have another good Go version, and I do it for that. Uh, okay. Okay. The question is Windows to everyone. Java or C++, which one is better for MBA students? Java would say if you know C++, you'll know Java, but Java is way good. Why? Because it has some certain features of pointers, sorry, certain features of removing that pointers part, or it creates interfaces. So it's more interactive. You can create a good graphical user interface from Java. How can we use AI as strength in place of depending on it, getting it replaced by it in what skills programming language? Hemant, to answer your question, very good questions. I honestly, I appreciated this question a lot better. Uh, see, uh, there is a trade-off. People who use AI to create websites but don't know how to debug them if any error happens. A prompt can create a website, but I don't know how to debug or I don't know how to deploy that website. It means I don't know the basics. I need to be very technically sound in the basic part of whatever I'm doing. Let's say I am here, I'm delivering a lecture, and I know that my programming language is good. So if my programming language is good, I can easily code better. I can code better. I can use black box AI that will generate my code. All I need to do is I just need to use English language to do it. So that's the power of AI, and that's how you are going to use it to your own effect. I hope I have answered your question. Python is the best, I think, right now because it's a more trending language. So, trending language, why? Because there are many libraries you can use in Python. Python is actually good for web development. It can be used as a backend. We can always create a web development in Python using Django backend framework. We use Python for it, so it's also good for analysis, data analysis. Yes, when I was writing my thesis, I was using Python to create the matplotlib graphs and again those things. So I'll just which language is best? Akshay, you can go with C++. If you want, I can give you my YouTube tutorial links. You can go with that C++. I would prefer you guys to go with the C Balaguru Swami book, and Java by default you will learn directly. If you go with Java and then you move to C++, doesn't make any sense. But C++ from Java, yes, you can go for Java language. But however, C++ is more easier. From C++, you can learn Java. I know PHP is not trending, but what to do? You have to stay about PHP. Hypertext preprocessor is I'll share Akshay. I'll share my YouTube link. You can always search myself as Chirag lecture tutorials. I am on YouTube. I podcast also, so I have got some of the links of YouTube as well. So C++ special content also, logic building content also. So PHP is see, I would say it is a server-side scripting language, right? Uh, but Nishal, let me tell you, it is not going anywhere. We are having PHP frameworks in the form of Laravel, which is being used, which many people who know PHP, it is going to basically set your server with your front end. It is not going anywhere. Maximum 70% of the websites are being made on that. However, we need to use it very strongly. For that, we need to use various frameworks also. So yes, it's not going anywhere. So, but again, it is as important for web programming as it can be, right? So guys, AI before debugging took hours. So what is the bug gates? You say when we are creating a program, if I'm creating a wrong program, now all I'm putting is I'm giving a prompt to ChatGPT, kindly correct it and tell, and it identifies errors in minutes. So anything which is taking so many hours is taking so many seconds to solve it, right? So that's how these programming languages are saying. AI can analyze big code bases in seconds. Absolutely, large system with more than 10,000 lines. I just need to put a prompt, kindly understand it and inform what is being done. Yes, it works accordingly. AI reads all the projects and how modules connect, how data is getting connected. It can, it can explain the functionality of, 800 L sign, 800 line sign in seconds. So you can always get a flow. So traditional languages, like over here, if I talk about the traditional languages, so traditional programming is writing instruction for making program, solving it. But AI programming, it means I need to tell a particular machine a pattern and then generate the instruction to us. So that's how this programming language says. Uh, yes, Akshay, your answer is Python. Python तो आपकी important रहेगी ही रहेगी for any reasons or the other. So when I talk about evolution of modern programming paradigms or paradigm, so we have machine level languages which was set up in 1940s, then procedural languages like C languages, it developed from 1950 to 1970. Then we have object-oriented programming that started from 1980 to present. Right now, we are using it. Functional programming languages are also there, which are being there with event-driven programming like JavaScript, API calls. Right now, we are taking in declarative programming like we are having some SQL queries where we get and fetch the data. That is also there common. Data driven programming with big data sets with Pythons, it is also there. We have artificial and machine learning programming. We basically programs that learn from data. So we have natural language programming, which is future. We are writing a simple programming language, English language, and we are getting the codes. And again, a system always learns zeros and ones. And we are making English language technically as a natural language to create the instructions. That's how, that's the power of uh, artificial intelligence right now. If you can pay attention to what is shown over here, right? Just pay attention. From 2015 to present, we are having the paradigm of artificial intelligence and machine learning. The idea is program that learns from data without rules. So we need to learn from data. So we have the example of TensorFlow, right? So in 2022 to future, we are using natural language programming. Write the code, use a natural language like English language using AI and the tools which you all are familiar with, ChatGPT and GitHub Copilot. So, guys, what is the whole scenario? The scenario is as simple that we need to live in present. In present, we need to understand this thing, that yes, it is very important for our basics to be correct, because if machine fails, you should be the one who can control the things. However, use artificial intelligence to your own advantage, right? So when I talk about, okay, the question, Anubhav, I was having a word with one of the industry experts who have visited our campus. How AI is basically affecting the job market and changing the student standards of our entry level jobs. See, it has impacted for sure, because if something that can be done in 10 minutes is being done in 2 days, again, I would prefer 10 minutes, but again, I need to be very much well versed with the technologies. So it's an open call for people. They prefer people who know the basics, right? They prefer people, let's say, I know what is the programming basics, so I know how it takes to create a program. But however, I know how to use AI to make my program even more optimized, right? So that's how you basically say that then people would try to spend more on, let's say, they are ready to spend more on AI rather than employing five people to do the same task which can be done with single person. So it is impacting a lot for sure. Nobody is going anywhere. But the point is how I can improvise myself to do a better job of using AI to my own advantage, right? I could have, I spent a lot of time delivering this content, right? So technically, I am basically seeing this whole thing up. Mm, I could have taken lesser time to make the content. All I could have done is just give a good prompt that I want this in my workshop. I want this to be put up and this thing. So I could have taken lesser time. But again, this is how I want to involve myself. So the point was how AI is impacting the job market and changing the standards of entry level jobs. So I have also already answered it. Best I feel is full stack web development, front end with framework like Tailwind CSS, Bootstrap, JavaScript library, back end with like this. Yeah, definitely. In future, AI can code, debug, deploy almost everything. But what skills matter the most? Hemant, as I tell you again, I AI may be used for deploying, but you should know how to use it. I don't know anything to do anything about this, right? So I don't know anything to do with I don't know how to debug, or I don't know how to use a particular system. Yeah. Yeah, it's not difficult to learn deploying, no issues. It can learn again from data, it will learn. But at the end point, you think that you know exact right prompt to put in the system to work. But what if your system crashes and you don't know anything about, see that it is a system, at the end of the day it will fail somewhere. People will become intelligent. So what you will do in that case? We have to learn basics. And yes, it's like a doctor, it is ECG without having knowledge of heart, I guess. Absolutely, yes, it is. But it's not a doctor technically. It is not having that degree, it has not gone through those things that doctor has. The same applies with programmers. You don't have anything like over here, but you know how to use it, but it doesn't make you a doctor, right? So that's how this whole thing, I would say, what are the AI agents and how companies are going to use it instead of employing many people? What are AI agents and how does company going to see? I will answer your question. It has also, if it has impacted the market, but it has also given the opportunity to become entrepreneurs. You can create your own AI agent to solve problems of million people. There are many people in India who are having the issues. I'll put that in my one of my activities. I'll create a system for people. I'll just create a system from a prompt for a people who are being impacted in our society. And I all I need to do is I need to employ people. And I can employ people if I can create my own system. If I can create my app faster, I can easily deploy it. And I can by default employ many people, but again my idea needs to be unique. So, yes, AI is not going to replace anyone, but is going to replace those who don't use AI. AI give the output. Yes, absolutely. Right. So, guys, not I have done the discussion. Thank you very much. But let me just focus on some AI tools, and let's do some activities on the basis of that. So, we have notable AI tools like Microsoft Copilot, Google Gemini. बहुत बात हो रही है इसकी. ओपन एआई, चैट जीपीटी, देन वी हैव नोशन एआई, देन वी हैव amazon bedrock, aws AI tools, many tools which are there. Even canva is also gone. Yes. Akshay, I'll tell about Gen AI. So technically, Gen AI and agentic AI is a different thing. Is that AI tries to learn from whatever you put the data. Let's say I say basically read this data and analyze it. So that is Gen AI. But agentic AI believes in giving actions. It is performing those actions. If let's say you are getting some wrong mail, so it creates a particular kind of a system that those mails can be taken care. So the if I'm talking about Gen AI, yeah. So these are the tools which are we having. So guys, I'm talking about prompt engineering. So in prompt engineering, AI tools. No, Gurdeep, AI tools are not safe. Let me tell you. But if you are using verified tools, they are safe for you. They are safe because, see, let me tell you one thing. Most of the people make this mistake. As a security expert, I would like to tell you. See, there are many tools to create PPTs, like AIPPT.com. So it creates PPTs in one go. All you need to do is to just give a prompt. Kindly create a PPT of this. But the moment you click it, the moment you sign up with your email ID. So technically, you are giving an access to use your email ID. And any good security expert who is creating the websites like that can easily gain access to your data. And again, verified tools are the tools which can be trusted, but all AI tools are not safe. So when I talk about prompt engineering is of various types. It's like whether you are having a zero short of prompt, one short prompt, few short prompt, and chain of thought also. So, but again, let me tell you, zero short prompt is like, let's say I want to explain cloud computing in simple words. I just say that prompt to AI. Explain cloud computing in simple words, it will do that. One short prompt means one example is given. Let's say I am expert in C++, create a Java code. Now, again, so Java code is going to, because I have given my wording. Few short prompt are the prompts which are uh, also there. Few short prompt, multiple examples are there. So I give you one example: 5 plus 3 is equal to 8. Example 2: 10 plus 4 is equal to 14. Then 7 plus 9 is equal to. So I have given two different prompts, and then on the basis of that, I give my own scenario. So just guys, I'm taking a breather for 1 minute. Give me 1 minute. I'll come back. Right. Okay. So guys, hopefully my voice is audible to you. Hopefully my voice is audible. Okay, so guys, I'm technically I want to conduct some exercises. So I'm not going with most of the different types of prompts are there, but however, basic things we all need to understand. Providing in high quality, if I can give good prompts, I'll be able to get good data. So there are many things which I wanted to tell. Like for an example, multi-model prompting. Multi-model prompting means I need to provide a data to analyze and then describe what it is happening. So it means I am providing the data to it. Delimiter prompting is, yeah, I think it's one of the prompting which is being used. What I just need to give a simple prompt and then and simple prompt with what I have to act, and then on the basis of that, the answer is given. So template prompting is that definition, example, use case. Use this format. Use this format and provide me the data. Again, that is also comparative prompting, like compare Java versus Python. Compare Java versus Python. So again, yes. So we have Kartik prompting, where what kind of conclusion you are getting from the assumptions. So these are the different types of prompt. So guys, we'll talk about important things. So I'm doing 3, 4 activities for all of you before I wind up, because time is going by. First thing is knowledge based retention. Can anyone tell what is knowledge based retention? Knowledge based retention. So I know prompt engineering went in faster, but I'll tell you what kind of right prompts you can use. So what is knowledge based retention? Means I will be learning from my knowledge and then I will be relating it. Personified writing, will try to write in our manner maybe. And web page creation, we are going to create a web page just on the basis of some certain prompt. We can also generate the diagrams from a story. So what you can do is, I'll give you a simple thing. If you have time, please do one thing. Uh, Please do one thing. Kindly open Mermaid. I'm writing this thing. Kindly write Mermaid editor. Kindly write Mermaid editor and kindly create an account in that. Can anyone do that? Okay. So guys, everyone, please do this activity for all of you. I think this will be very good. I'll do it by myself also, right? I'll just give you the link. Let me, I'll give you the link. Yeah, Mermaid Live Editor. Is it done? I think this is the link. Let me share it with you. I have shared the link on my chat. So can you just open that, please? A Mermaid Live. Can you open Chat GPT, please? I'm sharing my screen. So hopefully, uh, can you open Chat GPT, everyone? Can you open ChatGPT for all of you? Is it done? Okay. Do one thing. So how this whole thing works? Just write on Google, just write on Google short stories. I'm giving you one link, just showing you this. I'm opening one link. Hopefully it opens fast. Okay. So here is my story. I'll share that story on. Okay. So this is the story. Let me share a story with you in this. I can can you all copy this link? Just a minute. I'm providing a link to you. Just a minute. So here you go. Can you just open that? Okay, perfect. So I am giving a prompt. I am sharing my screen and I'm putting a prompt, right? Hopefully my screen is visible. I'm putting a prompt. Read this story in a link from the link and generate. So just I have to like I just have to read from a particular link, right? So generate a state diagram. Generate a state diagram using mermaid as script. Using mermaid editor. Simple. Now, just think. Have I given the right prompt? Did I mention the link? I did not mention the link. So it will ask me, the link is, I'm just mentioning the link. Is this. Right? Just see over here. It is providing me the state diagram. It has given me the answer. Just see, I just need to, from this part to this part, I just need to copy it in mermaid editor. I will go. I will open that editor and I will put, I'm putting this. Now, see over here, when I have put up every value, so it is providing me the error, or I'll rather provide with the flow chart, or if this is the thing, I'm putting a flow chart let's say from this part to this part, or I would rather put a prompt. Just see the prompt which I'm putting. From the same link, generate a flowchart. You can always put any kind of prompt and you can create it. Mermaid is going to ask for email ID. It's a trusted software, right? So you can always create it, but I'm putting like this. So see, that's the prompt it is giving me. It is providing me the start, right? So over here, many things which we can put till the end, from flowchart start part to the ending part. I am putting with this, right? And flowchart we are having. There are some technical things which are happening, so just give me a moment. Hopefully, we can sort it out. The connection issues we are having. It's okay. The point over here is, guys, when you can do one thing. The activity was actually meant for all of you, where you all are going to do one thing. You are going to create a diagram from a story that you can also put it in chat GPT also. In chat GPT, if you are able to see, I can easily create a flow chart from a particular story. So I just need to give a prompt that generate a flow chart from the given link. And the given link you need to provide to the GPT. Read story, and I need to provide the link. The link is this. So you can always generate the diagrams from the correct prompt. But that is all up to you, that how basically are you are going to use it. Yeah. So it has generated a mermaid part. I can easily ask it. I want it to get generated in GPT. I can easily give a prompt. Let's see how it works. So it is technically, because it is a Go version, so it's one of the preferred versions. So it will generate the flow also. Mermaid is actually an editor where we can always generate the we were actually generating the script for that. So we did generate a script. From script we can create the flow chart, and that's how we actually work about it. Hopefully, guys, this is clear to all, that how I used a particular prompt to get the answer. If I was not getting in one software, I am always welcome in this particular part. Is it clear to all? Right. Anyone else? It will come. It is the internet connection. Hopefully, it's work out. I am okay. So see over here, this is providing entire the flow chart that we have created. Uh, but over here, my prompt needs to understand. ChatGPT needs to understand the prompt accordingly. If you just give a prompt, understand from this link, and you are not providing the link. So it is not providing you the correct output. Now it will provide you the correct output. From the story, it will generate a diagram, generative AI for you. Is it clear? Yes or no? It's not 100% correct. Let me tell you one thing. It is not 100% correct, but however, this is not bad. This is giving the answer which we actually wanted, right? So let's talk about. Okay, I'll give you another particular thing. When I'm talking about. Hopefully, my screen is visible to you all. Is my screen visible? Can just tell. Can anyone tell? Okay. So guys, when we talk about knowledge based retention, I need to tell about my knowledge also. Like over here, remembering the user preferences. My favorite language is Python. So the other thing we can ask, which language I can learn next. So it will provide you, because I have mentioned Python is my programming language. So it will tell you that you can learn Django, because Django is a web development in Python using Django backend framework. So by default, this will provide you. So if you provide the knowledge, it will use that knowledge and it will provide you the answer. Right? Second, remembering a task context, we are preparing a syllabus of web development. Right? The other user is saying, I want to add React topics to the web development. So what AI will do? AI will by default add React topics in this in the syllabus of web development. The third part, remembering the constraints. Users say keep all the answers. I want all the answers to be short and simple. I also put that in knowledge based retention. I said that provide me the flowchart of it. So it read everything and it provided the flowchart. So that is, I am saying keep all the answers short and simple. I'm saying the second user says what is explain machine learning. So it checked short and simple. It checked machine learning and then it provides the answer, short and simple answer. Okay, so guys, just see. I'll give you a very good example. I'm opening my LinkedIn. I'm opening my LinkedIn. Let's say that is I'm opening, right? So I am opening a particular post. Let's say I have a particular post that I want to open. So that's okay. Okay. So I am having this particular post which is done. I am launching one course, let's say this particular course. So I have written this particular style, right? I'm copying it. I'm putting this content on ChatGPT. See what the prompt I'm going to put. Read this post. This is the post, right? Read this post, and I have told ChatGPT that this is a kind of a post you should read, right? And or I would say, read this post. This post it has read and generate content of I because this is what I have posted, and I will tell you what I have posted, right? Generate the content of DFA, which is deterministic finite automata, right? So I'm basically I'm saying that just read this. I would rather provide a good prompt technically. Just read this post and understand the fluency and the language of this post and generate the content of generate the content of let's say I'll rather create a content of whatever we have done in the workshop, deterministic finite automaton. This is what we have done, guys, in the activity. Just see. अब see what I have written. See, I've written, this is a post this summer. We are basically creating a dream of becoming a confident programmer. This internship is not about syntax, what's in store, who people could join. Now, this same internship, this thing, right? So it has read this content and now it is generating, has the example of generative AI, by the way. So build logic, build theory, build computational thinking. Why? Because over here I have written build logic, build code, and build your future. So it has created a similar kind of a content, hence known as personified writing. So this is something which it's not it's technically the knowledge based retention that we have done. Knowledge based retention means that I have provided it a knowledge, I want it to work like that particular knowledge, and it provides the content accordingly. So technically, just see over here, build logic, build theory, build computational thinking. Why DFA, it is deterministic finite automata, is like a computation model. So it has generated the content accordingly. So why DFA is important, what makes DFA, how DFA work over here, this thing, what's in store, who should join. So again, how does DFA work, what makes DFA, why DFA is important. It has taken my content, it has generated my content accordingly. So guys, how was yes, it would, Anubhav, it would. Personified writing is a separate thing, but however, it's actually a knowledge-based retention that we did. So I've written, read this post, understand my writing style and fluency, and give me the write-up for DFA. It has provided the write-up for DFA, right? So different types of prompting we have. Like over here, just I say, anybody was saying like this, I wanted to write good, I wanted to write with delimiters, or I want to have some prompts which are more understanding, and lesser prompts but at least some meaningful content. So just see over here what I'm going to do. I'm just using this particular prompt and perform the actions accordingly. Over here, just see. I've written write up. I have given the style personalized. I've given the topic BCA, and I'm targeting the students. Students I'm targeting are BCA students. Just I have given this particular prompt. Now, from this prompt, it will generate, it will generate that similar content. Your answer, Anubhav, lies in this. Just see. I have given your answer. Your answer is, does it understand the sentiment in personified writing? It is. It is doing. I just wrote up that I want an article write up. I want to style it personalized, where I am targeting the BCA students. And I have mentioned topic is BCA course and target is students, right? Hopefully, I think, guys, something is useful over here, right? Uh, shall we create a particular system? Let's say we create, we'll do one thing. Last activity before we entirely wind up. For all of you, everyone, please install VS Code editor. Can anyone install that? Everyone, please install it faster. If you don't have, you install it. So I am going bit faster here. Now, since I want to solve the purpose, so I am opening my VS Code. Please install Black Box AI. Please install Black Box AI. Please install it. We are all going to create a web application, a front end at least for web applications. People who are not into this. Okay, very good. Hemant, you have given a Hemant. Don't exit the session before it is concluded. I'm just concluding it in 5 to 10 minutes. You should understand Node.js. You should understand Java Spring Boot. That is MVC programming. Don't leave them. Those are important skills. You should know React.js. They are important. They are very important skill sets for any full stack web developer. React, Node are important. Next is coming. So next is actually there. So it is very, very important too. Okay. So shall I open my screen and show how we are going to code the website? Please install this extension Blackbox AI. Everyone, please install this Blackbox AI extension. Okay, so I'm sharing my screen, everyone. Please just share, just see the screen. Okay, so guys, I am opening my VS Code for all of you. Now, what you need to do is you need to open a particular folder or any file that you are doing. I'm opening a folder. Let's say open. It is asking me a file, a folder to be opened. So I'm opening my folder, all HTML part. So I have a folder of mine, all HTML. I'm opening that. Okay. Now there is this extension that you can all see over here. There is an extension in that I am uninstalling Blackbox AI, but for you all, I'm going to install it. Uh, I'm going to install Blackbox AI now. Okay, so it will open like this over here. Guys, we all have gathered over here to learn something about artificial intelligence. Let's use it to our advantage. I honestly want, see, if you see, there are many marriages which are happening. They are so expensive marriages. And at the end of the day, there's a lot of food wastage which is happening, and food and hunger is something which is very important that in India to basically this is a problem which is coming again and again. Let's try to do something for them. Let's try to do create a web page where a linking can be done, in which whoever is any kind of a person who can volunteer, who can take the food from the marriage halls, the wastage food, and put it to the people who need it the most, right? So all I will do is I'll just ask this you know a particular uh, VS Code editor where I have installed Blackbox AI. I'm doing one thing over here. I'm writing create a web page that stops the food wastages in India, in food wastages, food wastage from marriages and create solution to provide food to nearby slum center or slum areas. See, the when you are giving a prompt, na, please provide the prompt properly. We are providing the solution, by the way. So create a web page that stop the food wastage from marriages. So how it can stop the food wastage? That's not a right prompt. We have to mention the prompt properly. Web page that facilitates uh, that we can also write create a web page that facilitates stoppage of wastage of food, facilitates stoppage of wastage of food from marriages and create solution. So we have to give the solution so that the food can be provided to the slum areas. So I have given that prompt. Just see what this is thinking and what it is going to provide. Sharing the screen again. I think I've lost that control. Just a minute. It's working absolutely fine. So it is creating that screen. Let's see what it creates. So see, a simple prompt, so many solutions are provided. See, AI is doing everything. Prompt needs to be given by you, problem needs to be addressed by you. Then on the basis of that, we can learn backend technologies to connect it to the backend also, right? So guys, I think this task can be done, performed accordingly, right? So it is going to think and then it is going to give you the code, like say this code is given as a part of it. Then it is creating the web page accordingly. Just see. The problem is there. So the solution and the creation of web pages is created. Just see. Like over here, it has created a navigation. It has created that particular section. That's created the footer also. All you can do is you can copy and paste, right? You can always show it preview. See, food wastages, this kind of content it creates. It creates good dynamic contents also. It depends upon how you are using it. You have to give a correct prompt. It provides you the solution. It provides the solution as fast as it can, right? So that's how this whole technology is working, right? So I think this is all about today's part. I am concluding some part over here. Hopefully, guys, you in black box AI, you can give the you know the solution, and you can get the solution also. If anybody is having any sort of questions, you can ask from me as I'm about to wind up. And let me just screen share with you. 1 second. We are creating web pages. I have told you black box AI is extension you can use. Summary is like over here. Programming from evolved hardware level coding, structure logic are important. So is AI powered natural language coding also. So the era is this era. We need to work on this. If you want to get connected to the LinkedIn, this is my LinkedIn profile. You can scan and get connected to me. I will share my LinkedIn address, and you can also connect to me on YouTube. You can also follow the content. So this is my content page. I would rather wind up over here with a happy note. I hope some purpose was getting solved from our part. That's the best I could do, right? Uh, how we can make the video from this content? Okay, so I'm comfortable with Node.js. So let me, I'll do one thing. I'll share my LinkedIn address with all of you. Hopefully, you can connect and you can message me. I can message you back. That would be great. So let me post my LinkedIn eh, part. So we can connect on LinkedIn, right? The group host, and how can we make video of this content? The group, you can do one thing. You can use a software weed.ai. Whenever you put a content, you put a text, and then it should work accordingly. Okay, and I'm providing you my lecture tutorials. Over there, you can learn C++. Anyone who is anyone who is uh, who wants to learn programming, C++ is the best way to go. Uh, Akshay, hopefully that will help you out. Also, C++, you can always go ahead, right? You can ask me the questions if you want to. Okay, for AI and ML. Yeah, that's good books. There's many good books which are there. Uh, I have some books in my mind. I'm sharing that with you. Choice, sir. I'm sharing with you. Just a minute. These books are also good.
So with this, there is another question that I could see in the chat box, if you can answer that on behalf of the
Yeah,
students. So
please.
Suchi is asking if C++ is an object-oriented programming language, but
Right.
C++ includes pointers, but Java does not include pointers.
I have already answered it. Let me answer. I have answered the question. Java is better because pointers are not supported in Java because pointers in C++ lead to wild as well as dangling pointers, which should not be there in C++. Hence, Java is a preferred language because no pointers are there in Java.
Okay. And so I think
Does
as a fresher, there is also a doubt of Arshdeep Singh. He's asking if, as a fresher, he can start with Python.
I think freshers should start with it's my own point of view. You can start with C++ also because if you know C++, you'll know C or you'll know Java, and Python will be very easy cup of tea for you.
Right.
Python you can start. It's a very easy language. C++, those who know Python is just as easy as it would be.
Right, sir. So that's it with the Q&A round, sir. We do not see more questions coming up. And thank you so much, sir, for such an enlightening and engaging session. Your insights on AI-driven programming, evolution of logic systems, and real-world application, as you have shown each and every concept, how we can use via ChatGPT. I believe it is going to help our learners to get a new perspective and new direction in the future of technology. With this, thank you so much, sir, for joining in and helping our students and our learners with AI. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you so much for having me. Hope you guys enjoyed it. We can always connect on LinkedIn, and any issues, I'm there. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Dear students, I have just shared the feedback link with you all. Please do fill the feedback form as well. The earlier link was on attendance, and this is a feedback form that has been shared.